The Silent Witness. In the small, quiet town of Hallowbrook, there was a rumor that never seemed to fade. It was said that every generation, a killer would emerge from the town's shadows, someone who could walk unnoticed among the people, blending in perfectly with the everyday life. This killer was different, not driven by rage or greed, but by something far colder. Pure, calculated, and patient obsession. The killer's identity was always a mystery, for he left no mark, no sign of struggle. His victims were chosen at random, their deaths occurring in the dead of night, their bodies untouched except for one chilling detail. Each was posed in a perfect tableau, like a mannequin on display. The first to fall was Nora, the town's librarian. She was discovered one morning, sitting at her desk, hands folded neatly in her lap, a serene expression on her face, as though she had simply fallen asleep at work. No one suspected foul play, until they found the open book in front of her, its pages stained with ink in a pattern that resembled the shape of a human eye. Weeks passed, and more victims fell. Tom the butcher, Eleanor the seamstress, Henry the schoolteacher. Each one met the same fate. Death in their sleep, their bodies posed as if for an artist's canvas, eyes wide open, staring ahead, unblinking. The town, once peaceful, became a place of hushed whispers and terrified glances, but no one ever saw the killer. No one ever heard a thing. He was like a shadow, moving through the town undetected. The police were baffled, unable to connect the deaths or find any evidence to suggest how the killer had gained access to each home without disturbing the neighbors. Years went by, and the killings stopped, as mysteriously as they had begun. The town slowly returned to normal, though a lingering unease remained in the air. Some believed the killer had moved on, perhaps to another town, continuing his dark work elsewhere. Others believed with a sense of dread that he had never truly left at all. The only trace of him was the journal of a local detective, found years later, hidden away in the town's library. In it, the detective wrote one final entry: "The killer is always watching, and he will return."